zaps. Does everybody understand? And also tonight we've got a live challenge, but more on that shortly. Right, so thank you so much for coming out tonight. How many of you drove in tonight? Yeah, that was fun, weren't it? Driving in London. Thanks, Sadiq. Great job. Anyway, right, I need a show of hands now. Who in this room has downloaded the Fountain app? Show of hands. Okay. Keep your hands raised if you need help with adding sats to your Fountain wallet. Because we do have some tech bros dotted around the audience that will help you get the Bitcoin into your wallet so that you can join in with tonight's show. Right, so that code that Nick is handing out, he's handing out some vouchers tonight. They've got, is it an 8-digit code? There's a code on there that you can input into your Fountain wallet. It's very simple. Click the wallet button, click deposit, scroll down to the bottom, deposit with voucher, enter the code. Very, very simple. That's for everybody in the room, for everyone online. If you're online and you're watching us via the Fountain app, Nosta, can you zap me 21 sats and tell me that you can hear me okay, that you can see me okay? Yep. Please? Who's monitoring the scoreboard? Can we see if that's coming through? Anyone sending sats? Right, okay. Right, so it's really important you get your voucher and you do this because you need to do this, otherwise you'll miss out on the ability to show the band your love and support tonight, okay? Anyway, while you do that, I think it's important to go through a glossary of terms tonight because for the few people in the room that have never been involved in a concert like this before, we do have some vital information that I want you to understand. So you're going to hear some new words tonight, and I just want to make sure you understand what these words mean in plain English. So the first word is value verse. Show of hands, who knows what the value verse is? Right, okay, so the value verse is a catch-all term we use to describe the whole decentralized music ecosystem that you are going to witness tonight. The music podcasts, the peer-to-peer charts, receiving Bitcoin for music, the fans' music shows, and everything in between is summed up by the value verse. For example, here is how we would use that in a sentence. Right said Fred have joined the value verse. Why don't you all say that with me? Come on. Right said Fred have joined the value verse. True story, by the way, true story. Anyway, right. So we all now know what the value verse means. The second word I want you to learn tonight is sats. Show of hands, who knows what the word sat means? Not enough of you. Right, so sat or Satoshi is the smallest denomination of Bitcoin. A Satoshi is like pennies are to the pound, sats are to Bitcoin. 100 million sats make 1 Bitcoin. You're going to hear the word sat a lot in this space. So for example, here's how I would use that in a sentence. Nat has sent 10,000 sats to Longy. Yeah? Alright, repeat after me. Nat has sent 10,000 sats to Longy. Go!
Nat has sent 10,000 sats to Longy.
I'm glad one person's listening. That's awesome. Anyway.
No one cares.
No, listen here.
Huh?
What are we going to say? Should we just stop the bar then?
Stop the bar?
I think we should just
If
stop the
people
bar
aren't listening,
until
if
people
people
are
aren't
listening.
listening, then stop the bar, yeah. Stop the bar.
Maybe we stop the bar.
Stop the bar until people listen. Good point, Nat. Anyway, the last word that you're going to need to understand is the V for V. So V for V is basically the economic model that we use to describe this whole system of creation, content creation and rewarding the artists for it. V for V stands for value for value. Artists publish their work into the Valueverse and using Bitcoin.
Excuse me, everyone. Hello. Aaron is talking. Message is here. Can everyone please concentrate on the docs instead of talking shit? Welcome in the lovely evening. Let's go.
Big up. Someone send some sats to Mad Monkey. Anyway, I'll deal with it. Right, so artists, they publish their work into the Valueverse and using Bitcoin, Nostr and RSS, fans can return the value back to the artist with one click. More artists are turning to the V for V model because the Valueverse enables fans to support their favourite artists peer-to-peer with sats without any mucky middlemen getting in between them and the artists. So now you understand why we're doing this shit, yeah? Anyway, thank yous. I've got a few thank yous and then I'm going to get off the stage because who wants to hear some live music? Okay.
No.
There's hope.
It didn't sound like they wanted to hear any live music. I'm
Nah.
going to hear you talk for another half hour.
Do you want me to talk for another half an hour? Do you want to hear some live music? Yeah! Right, good. Well, bear with me one more moment as I make some thank yous and then that's it, we're done. I guess what we're saying here is Fountain are one of the top teams in this space, utilising all these protocols to make music and fans come together in simpatico. It's Latin for synchronistically or something. Anyway, with these tools you can create your own universe to behave and operate exactly how you want. The best thing about the terms and conditions of the Valueverse is that there are no terms and conditions. Anyway, so I want to do a couple of shout outs to people in this space that are really pushing us forward. We've got Dan from Angor. Can I get some round of applause for Dan? He really supports the music. We've got Nat and Nind and the team from Bitfest also in the room. And Coin Corner as well, so give mad props to all those guys. But most of all, thank you Fountain, Oscar and all the rest of the team at Antidote for putting on tonight's event. Us Brits are so easy, right? Offer free drink and here you all are, aren't ya? You're all here. Save the music industry, you're like, yeah, not bothered about that. Free drink, you're all straight in there, honestly. Anyway, we got some live music. And you are in for a treat, people. Before we begin, tonight's live challenge is open. Anybody sending exactly 777 sats at any point tonight goes into a bounty draw to win a top prize of Apple AirPods, everyone. Give me a woo! Woo! These AirPods are worth 350,000 sats. If you don't know how much, ask Danny Prince. He can figure it out for you. Danny Prince can figure it out. Anyway, but we're going to keep checking the board all night. People are going to be sending us messages from all over the world, so keep sending us messages, and you're in for a right treat. So Longy, sounding like absolute fire in sound check. Up first, we have our first act, hailing from my hometown of Southend-on-Sea. Anyone from Southend-on-Sea in the room? Whoa, one of you. 1, 2. He is the man I first introduced to the Valueverse 3 years ago. He has since 20x'd his streaming revenue in that time by being part of this space. The Valueverse has enabled him to be discovered by new fans all over the world. from Sydney to Singapore to New York and California. I have it on good authority that in fact Kendall Jenner is a huge fan. So please make some noise. It's the rock and roll superstar himself. It's Longy! Come on, mate, keep it going. Come on, it's Longy! Woo! And Tommy on drums. It's Tommy. Right, okay, everyone.
She don't want this, that's good. Sipping in her inbox, you know I walk this earth for you. You know that I'm so loud for the right moment, so loud. You know I'm this, but this is about for you. get it. Don't know which one I'm talking to. Manny, are we all good? You say sometimes it's not you say we're here like still you are. Step you up off the table, step you up off the table, send the gun. Jumps on top of so you know you can really feel that, feel that. In the box, like a jungle, it's you, see. Who's right?